Hi, I'm Bethany Pratt with Jefferson County Extension. I'm the horticulture agent, and we're here today to harvest some broccoli. Broccoli is a cool weather plant, which means that it grows. We plant it in early spring, late February, early March. It grows, and as it starts to get hot, we get our beautiful flower head, or the crown, and then it's time to grow. So if you want to take a look next to me, we've got some heads in kind of various stages of growth. Broccoli plants produce just a single crown per plant that looks like this. And once we kind of get them to the size that we want, then it's time to harvest. You'll also notice that this broccoli is starting to turn a little brown in here. That's actually some sunburn from my plants starting to get a little too toasty out here. So that kind of signals to me that it is time to go. So I've got my plant here. I'm gonna kind of pull back the leaves. And this is a time where you need a sharp knife. And you're gonna kind of hold on to the crown and just take your sharp knife and slice right below the plant. And then you've got a crown. From here, got this crown that I can eat and cut up into whatever I wanna make. And from here, I've got some options with this plant. Broccoli plants will produce that one big primary crown. If I let it keep going and the weather stays cool, I may get some secondary robs. So they won't look like these nice big crowns. It might look something more like this broccoli over here with some either a smaller kind of semi-formed crown or just these series of little robs here. This one particularly, this has not been harvested yet, but you can see because it's been so warm, my broccoli is already starting to produce some secondary robs down here. So if I were to harvest this top crown, I would get some secondary plants down here. So for all of the broccoli, right, it's one, we can count on that one big crown per head. Broccoli, if you're planting it for yourself or transplanting it like these here, you're gonna kind of have them ready all within a week or two. So if you take a look, we harvested one. There's another one over here that we can harvest today as well. And then I've got two others that are kind of right behind them in maybe another 3 to 5 days. So from here, we're gonna cut off one more crown, and then we'll see you in the kitchen with Joel to cook something tasty.
Good afternoon. Hi, I'm Joel Worth with Jefferson County Corporate Extension. I am a senior SNAP assistant with the KNEP program, that's the Kentucky Nutrition Education Program. And today, we were already in the garden with Bethany, and now we're in the kitchen, and we're going to talk a little bit about broccoli, and then we're going to make a baked broccoli frittata. Now, broccoli, when you saw how Bethany did it in the garden, she pretty much cut the crown here, but when you get it in the store, you usually get the stems. Now, you can do numerous things with the stems. First of all, you just want to cut it here, and with the stems, you can throw this in the compost bin if you don't want to do anything with it. You can wash it, you can peel it, you can shred it, and you can make coleslaw out of it. You can cut the little tips off, you can cut it in thin diagonal slices. It's really good in the stir fry. So the stem, or the stalk, excuse me, really has more things than just, what am I going to do with it? You can also, one other thing you can also do is you can throw it in the food processor and grind it, and this could be a really good base for a cream of broccoli soup. But for now, we're just going to throw it in the compost bin. So broccoli is a great vegetable. It's low in calories, high in vitamin A, vitamin C. It's got antioxidants. It's got fiber, protein, carbohydrates, and it's also got a lot of water, so it's a very nutritious vegetable. For all you beetle fans out there, Ringo Starr swears by the 2 B's, broccoli and blueberries. He eats them every day, and the man is 80 years old, and he looks great. So we are going to make, like I said earlier, a baked broccoli frittata. I don't think I mentioned earlier, besides my position here, I'm also a professional chef. I did it for 40 years. So I'm going to throw in a little bit of my own things in the recipe and little tricks of the trade to make it taste better, make it easier to prepare and all that stuff. So The first thing we're going to do is we have a 9 by 13 baking dish. I have preheated the oven to 375. You want to just take a little bit of vegetable spray and spray the bottom. Doesn't say this in the recipe, but trust me, you want to do that. So we have 1 cup of broccoli, and you can see that I did them kind of small because we're going to roast these first, and it's going in a frittata, so you don't want big hunks of broccoli. So we're going to do a cup of broccoli, 1 small red pepper. Now, as you know with me, I love color. So I actually have yellow, orange, and red because when I was at the store earlier, at the manager special, they had 3 of these peppers for 99 cents. And that's what I do. So we're going to throw that in there. We have a cup of chopped tomatoes. And we have 2 scallions cut in about 1 inch diagonal. Okay, so we're going to throw that in there. Now in the recipe it tells you to put everything in the pan and add the olive oil, but I like to do it separate. We're going to have a nice heaping tablespoon of olive oil. We're going to give it a good mix. You're going to cut all your vegetables. Lay this in the bottom of the pan. This is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes, and we're going to roast these. So while we're doing that, we're going to get the egg mixture together. So with the egg mixture, we're going to take 6 eggs. Now the reason why I don't do this is that's how you get shells. So you always want to do it kind of on the outside. We got 6 eggs. We have 2 tablespoons of water. We have a 1/4 cup of 2% milk. We have 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So we're going to dump that in there. And we also have a 1/4 cup of Dijon mustard. We're going to give this a good stir around. And we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. You can use the stuff that's already pre-shredded. I like to shred my own because it's a lot fresher and it's just a better product. But go ahead and use the shredded cheese. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to take it out of the oven. So we got some nice roasted vegetables here. And we're going to take this mixture and pour it over. Now, unlike the frittata that you do in a frying pan, this, all you got to do is level it out and put it in the oven. All the work's done. everything nice and even. And we reserved a little bit of cheese. And we're going to go back in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, well, we're ready to look in the oven. Frittata. It's a great dish for brunch, lunch, dinner. It's easy, as you can see, with the big frittata. So let's take a look and see what we have. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Let's serve this with a salad, some fresh fruit. You got a complete meal right here.